Hello guys, welcome back to the free tutorial TV. So today we are going to check up a new applications on in Flutter. So fetching data from an API, that is from an HTTP call using the JSON, and we are going to design the same thing in the Flutter. So in this video we will be doing a sample code to call the REST API, parse the JSON file, and then we'll show the output in a list view, and we will learn how to set it up and run in an Android Studio. So to show the setup, we will we'll open the Android Studio, and we will open our application which we have already started some of the work there. Okay, so we have this main file, and in order to see this output we will start the emulator also. Okay, so in order to see the output, let's run this on the emulator, and then we'll see this the previous code which we have done it. Okay, so we can see this front page as these are the courses we have already done. Now we will add one more button here. That button will redirect to another page where the JSON and the REST API implementation can be done. So for that we will come to this main dot, and as usual we will copy this line. Okay, this is the line which will be repeating for making the additional button, and in this text we will write it down as REST API and JSON. When to navigate, it has to navigate to REST API block. I will just write like this, and this is the class which we are going to create it into a new uh, file here. So here we will create a file name. We'll create a new file name called in the dot file name, and here we will use this same REST API uh, underscore JSON. So I'll put the file name something like this dot. Now after creating this, here we are going to write the codes of the JSON file that will be interfacing. Okay, to create the class file for the REST API, the first we need to import the uh, packages. Now here the http dot is not able to recognize. So for this we need to go to the pubspecs.yml. Here we need to add the dependency. So where is the dependency? Okay, so here is a dependency for device Flutter dependency. Okay, so we need to add the http package here. Okay. So now HTTP is added. You use the same pub get, and then it will include the package into your applications. Now if we go to the REST API, now that package is also detected. Now see, we have all the packet, and we will continue to write the codes for making the class file where we have already created our class as REST API block. Okay, so for that we'll come here, and then we'll create a new class. So I have already have a fetching data here. Instead of this one, we will use our class name here. So you replace this class. Okay, so now this is a class that will be created as a constructor here. So we will have another class name called fetch the page state. Okay, so this fetch class, it will be fetching the data from the JSON file path that we are going to link to that. So we'll continue to add some more functions. related to fetch data state. Okay, so now this will be using one API for okay, so this is the API which we will be sending the data from this JSON file. So you can test this by opening a page, and if you click this, and then so this is a sample JSON file. Now this sample JSON file is sending some of this data here. So we are going to read this data through this JSON file, and then we'll display it on the applications, in our application. So for that we are linking up here. Okay, so let's continue to write our codes for the remaining to display it. Okay, so as you have seen that we have fetched the data. To fetch the data, we have create our API's link, where this API is will be sending the data. Okay, through this API we are going to fetch those data, and then we will display into our uh, will be displaying as a list. So these are the list information, and then what are the data we are going to detect. We are going to, from the user, we are going to extract the name and the email. This is the data which we will be displaying in the list. So so the states, we are going to fetch the data. Okay, I'm having a small error in this particular variable, so let me find out. So here we are using this as a main class. So we want to change this class into here, so that we will have a same class there. And now we have already called into our main dot. So let me see here. So okay, for that, in the main dot I need to add the this particular class to be imported here. So what we can do here is I need to import the library. Okay, so here, so like as earlier, that we need to import this UI REST API JSON dot. So now this is included. Now the REST API is ready to launch. So let runs the code once again. Okay, now you can see the button here. Okay, this is the button here. So if I click this button, it will navigate to the fetch API. Okay, fail to load the user exception is happening here. So okay, fine, let's find out why this error is coming. So now we have this page, and when we click here, we are not able to load. Now why this error is happening? So we have done a small debug, and this is the things which will be printing here. So now when we check that, it is printing here the status code is 403. Now what is the meaning of 403? 403 means the server is not accepting any request from this mobile phone. So to make sure that it should be accepted, we need to declare some header files to this particular request. So application header, JSON header to be declared. So we need to modify this request type look like as if we are requesting from a proper server, so that that should be accepted, because this is the part, this is a JSON placeholder. This is the uh, which is available in a website. So this website server should be able to accept the request from our mobile phone. So in order to do that, I'll modify the code, correct code. And what is the modification we did here is we add a header here. So header will be added, like say accepted the application JSON and the user agent as a Flutter. So we are requesting from a Flutter app. That is what we are declaring, and the remaining the same thing to load and then put it into the list. So whatever is there, the user JSON file, from the JSON file we will decode those data and put it as a list, and in that data. So this is the data which will be displaying on our list. So let's see that and run this code, and we'll check once again that whether we'll get the output or not. So we will play from the JSON file, and then let's see that yes, we can see the output here. So this is the way how you can display the username and the email ID in a list. So this is the data which we were accepting from this JSON file. So this JSON file is used for demo purpose only. So you can use the same way. This code is available in my GitHub. You can download from there and you can run and check this code. And this is an example of how JSON and the REST API can be connected to the Flutter application. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.